Just bear with me. But okay, just know. That's why I was asking. I'm like, did you know this birthday line thing already? Because I would have been like, no, not you, but like Nate. Like I didn't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know. Oh, am I supposed to say something at this time? Like, but birthday line. If we're talking about a birthday line, Nate, his birthday is the birthday line because this is when it starts. We be cooked in May.
Oh my God.
We're damn near cooked at the end of April, but like going into like May, everyone's birthday, and it really is giving the birthday fucking line for real.
Hell yeah.
Oh
it feels like everybody's birthday is in May.
One after the other.
I was working at my new job and like they were like pouring up shots like for my birthday or whatever, like when it turned on midnight. Yeah. And there was like one of the dudes that worked in the kitchen and they were like, oh, it's my birthday too. I'm like, what? And then I went out last night. I went out last night for my birthday and like ran into this like a homie that I knew. And they were like, yeah, it's my birthday. I'm like, what? Like,
hell yeah. I definitely said happy birthday to a lot of people around this time.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you got to keep up. You got to keep up so people don't think they forgot about you or don't think you forgot about them.
Hell yeah. So if your birthday is in May or your homie birthday in May, make sure y'all pull up on us. We doing a birthday extravaganza May 26th at the California Clipper right there on California. You already know. Yes, it's going to be popping for real. We got performances by my boy Show You Suck is going to play. Period. Our homie Swam going to play.
Oh, sick. Hell
I love that. That's so awesome.
Wow. My boy Convertible Ashley going to be in the building.
One of my favorite rappers. Let's go.
And your boy Saint Icky and all of my friends.
Also one of my favorite rappers.
So definitely pull up. Got nice vendors going to be in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be fire. Yeah, because right behind Nate, I'm coming after Nate on the 23rd. Pause. No Diddy. No Diddy. And then right behind me, no Diddy. It's Bailey 2 days after me on the 25th. So the party going to be the day after Bailey's birthday on the 26th. Absolutely. California Clipper. Make sure y'all pull up, yo.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Hell yeah. So then what you do for your birthday yesterday?
Shit, man. Just like popped around a little bit. Went to one of the 50 best bars in the world. Best Intentions. Just got voted that. Went there. Went to another place. You know, just popped around with my homies and my girlfriend. Cool. Smooth.
You have like a little dinner or anything?
Nah, actually, I just got this job, so they have good food. So I just ate there.
Sick. I love that. Hell yeah.
Trying to save my girl some money too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
Yo, you don't got to do all that. We can just go out.
I feel that.
Hell yeah.
Well, great to see you and know you for another rotation around the sun.
I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, period, you know.
Nah, for real. Because I'm motherfuckers don't be here till they 30s. You know what I'm saying?
37 is crazy, though. Indeed. I feel old.
Nah, niggas need to be 37.
I've definitely
ass men, for real.
I'd definitely rather be 37 than 27, for real.
Indeed, on my soul. With everything that we know now.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's the thing.
But
just know.
No, you didn't know me when I was 27.
I mean,
it was not a pretty sight.
I ain't gotta know you. I know myself at 27, and I know that like myself at 27, 37 is a way doper person for real. Like we gotta stop being on that, cause you know why? Everybody that be on that young, I'm getting old, shit, I don't want to be old. Look, you gonna be that motherfucker anyway.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you want. You gonna be old anyway. For
it's
real.
Called Peter Pan.
It's either that or death.
That Peter Pan syndrome.
It's called Peter Pan syndrome, and I absolutely have it. I definitely, but I'm scared of getting old. Like, no one's going to stop that. I know it's going to happen anyway. I'm still fucking scared. I don't want to.
But it's better. Like, I feel better than I do.
I mean, I know the process is fine. It's just like being an old person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when it's going to suck. Like, it's just getting closer to the end. I know that sounds so morbid, but like, I'm enjoying the process, but
that's
like,
hard.
It's like scary. Like, oh no, we're getting closer to the end.
You don't even know.
I'm gonna be like old and like wrinkly. And
but like you should be happy.
Not be able to move.
Because look, you don't know. Because we don't look how many people ended already. You don't know when the end is. The end might not be old. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when the end is.
Touche.
And like you were saying, they like. Would I ever want to go back to being 27 now that I'm about to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Myself at 27, I'm way more comfortable as a person in every aspect. It's nothing you could tell me that I could do that I did better when I was 27. I'm better at everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything is better.
When I was 27, if I had $10 to my name, I'd spend $9 on beer.
Yep.
On my soul, for real. I was drinking fucking 40s and shit. King Cobra. We was just listening to that Dom song I played. He was like, never drink King Cobra. I was like, yeah, I used to be drinking that shit. Bro.
Edward 40 Hands and all that shit.
Yeah. And I'm just like way more developed. Like, I like different food, but I eat tomatoes and shit now.
I'm fucking dead.
I ain't do that shit when I was...
Nah, I didn't either.
When I was 27, I was trying to figure out what was going on. My pockets was loud.
Yeah, same.
You know what I'm saying? My pockets was loud. No, I would never. Boy, that's like being 27. That's like being 27 being like, whoa, would I rather be 17? No.
It's not that I want to go back, but
take me back.
Sometimes it's like but it's also giving like, because what I'm about to say even sounds crazy even thinking about it. Like it's like I wish I could stay there around this roundabout situation age wise where I'm at right now. Stay here for a little without it still just like growing and growing and growing. Like I wish I could just hang out in my 30s a little bit longer. But it's also giving like, when you stay at a party too long or at the bar too long and you think it's gonna get better. And you're just like, what? Like this actually is not. Like I tried to make it better, and like if you're talking about life, like that would suck. Like,
you just gotta roll with the punches, yo. You just gotta roll with the punches for real.
Yeah, for sure. So shout outs to you, dude.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Another motherfucking year.
Hell yeah. What we got going this week?
Shit.
Oh, we didn't even ask you about your week, B.
Oh my gosh. I've had a crazy week. It sucked, so we don't even have to talk about it. It's just very stressful.
I feel you.
A very stressful job right now. So yeah, but it's okay. Whatever.
No, I feel you. That's how
the horrors persist.
That's how mine.
So will I.
That's how mine being recently, yo. Like this, like I just got a new creative director at my job,
and it wasn't you.
That part.
We got a new chief creative executive at my job.
Chief creative.
Like this
I hate how it sounded like you corrected yourself.
This nigga don't live in Chicago. He was in town this week, so they were like, everybody got to go to the office every day. And I was like, for what? like they were like, you got to meet, dude. I'm like, bro, I only can meet her one time. And I only met her one time. It was lounge. I ran out of podcasts. My podcast rotation is lounge now. Cause for the youth, I got a hybrid work model at my job. I only go 3 days a week, 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking back, back when I was fucking 27, I used to go to work every day.
But that was like the COVID
every
thing.
fucking day.
Sometimes I
it
feel
is.
like I can't handle that shit though, because I even hated the job that we had together, and we had to they moved the shit to the crib. Sometimes I need that structure. Like I fucking hate it sometimes, right? And sometimes it's so difficult to do these things. Sometimes I need those things in place, because I sometimes go the extra mile. Like if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. I will do that. Like I actually need sometimes the supervision if you're talking about if I'm gonna do the job. Because when I'm at the crib, I literally I really be fucking off.
Oh yeah, I feel.
And I remember when we had to go to the job Monday through Friday. Like my boyfriend did that. Still, you know what I'm saying? Went Monday through Friday. Now that it's not like that, it's just I feel kind of wonky and kind of stressed, because they're giving me the opportunity to work from home, but I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be working? Probably not, because I can't say this.
Well, look, you know what I be doing? That's why I be when I'm at the job, I be going super hard, as hard as I can. Because I be I need to knock out everything from today and tomorrow so I could chill at the crib. That's literally what I be, A lot of time it don't turn out like that. It actually be loud for real. I almost be feeling like they know you at home and they be like, look, all right, he ain't doing shit. Let me hit him up for real. But I used to it's crazy that I feel that way. I was mad. I was I could only meet this nigga one time. Why I gotta go every single day?
I definitely feel that.
I did that shit though. It was all right. I'm done with that shit. But it was a long week, boy.
We just gotta remember that this is what pays the fucking bills.
You know what I'm saying?
But as it gets warmer outside, it's going to be harder to be at the job because it's getting sunny summertime. And they said those fucking cicadas
I'm about to say, soon the fucking cicadas for to come out the ground. That's for to be nasty.
Did you guys not think that that's what summer and the sun sounded like? Because when I was younger, I didn't know that was a bug.
Yeah, I didn't know that cicada noise.
I talk about that with Evan all the time. I thought it literally was scorching earth. Because I feel I only heard it when the sun was out. And I'm this is what summer sounds like. Yeah. Not in that nostalgic way, but just
I know exactly exactly
sun,
what you mean.
Being so hot that like maybe the concrete.
I didn't even think about what it was for real.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things I didn't even think about when I was a kid. That's what I mean. Like I'm glad I'm old.
Yeah.
I remember like I was at Boy Scout camp, G, and like I had my little flashlight or whatever at the camp. I did not know that it got completely pitch black outside. I remember being like in sixth grade, I'm like, damn, I can't see shit. I got this weak ass flashlight. Shit you don't think about as a kid. The world. You think everything added to you. It's like, on my soul. But like, were y'all here last time they came? They said it's gonna be worse.
I don't even know how to feel because it's just like it's bugs. Like
No,
I'm not like
it's
that
gonna be
person.
loud, but because you probably wasn't here. It was like last time they came. I remember it was when I first got out of high school. Probably like it had to be like 08, 09, some shit like that. I was still living with my mama in the burbs, yo. Bro, them cicadas came out. They were like, they coming out just like they talking about right now, and they said it's gonna be worse than this. You couldn't do shit in the suburbs when them cicadas was out, bro. I remember driving to work like in the morning trying to crack my window, and you couldn't even crack your window. Them motherfuckers just buzzing. Gee, like I used to have to like get home. My mom would be like, "Go brush those go brush them bugs off the driveway. It'd be covered. It's like dead cicadas. I'm just pushing a broom. There's mad cicadas flying around. I remember niggas trying to smoke weed, bro. We be in my homie garage, yo. Got the garage cracked this much. Cicadas just flying in.
There's a lot of cicadas in Texas too, right, Nate?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because like, and maybe I wasn't in Chicago
So
for that, but I remember that.
I got one
being
tattooed
like,
on me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's raw. Yeah.
It was the worst summer of my life.
I like their little skeletons or whatever, their exoskeletons. But like you're talking about like what like, okay, I can understand it, but sometimes I feel like I understand what you're saying, but I feel like just a little bit more dramatized because people just don't like bugs like that. So like if you're walking and one like smacks you in the face or like lands on you, like if a spider did that, a cicada, like I would probably think it's like a thing falling from the tree or whatever.
It's because them motherfuckers is different. Them motherfuckers do they not have eyes? Do they fly?
They do. They're
not
red,
have eyes?
bro. They're red. It's
These motherfuckers
scary
be
looking.
flying
I love
stupid as hell. Running into walls and shit. And bro, like, if it's anything like it was that year, it's gonna be a lot of them bitches, bro. Like, I don't know if you really understand, yo. Like, that whole summer, I couldn't be outside, G. And do anything. Crack my window. Like, I remember, like, going in somebody's crib, leaving my window crack, and coming back and 7 cicadas in my car. It was
so what
loud.
is it? What is it like? End of days?
Yo.
It's end of days.
Yeah,
like, isn't this like the locust?
After
is this
living,
the locust shit?
After living through that shit one time, because it happened like every 20 years or some shit. After living through that
some
shit,
Jeepers Creepers shit.
After living through that shit one time, I could see how if you didn't know no better, you would think that God did some lounge shit to us, bro. Like I could see the being like, what did we do? Like
Not
the
the
world
shit
was
that
in
they
the end, for real. Like, Bailey, when I say hella, I mean hella for real. Again. Jimmy, you was here? You remember that shit? That shit was loud. Was you here, Terry?
Yes, it was nasty.
Oh my! I remember like
Mad crunchy.
No bike rides.
Bike rides, bro. Like massive, and they be hitting you. They hurt when they hit you. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, yeah, it was loud. I really hope it's not that bad because I remember like at that time, that's when I was in college, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna stay at my homie crib downtown, so I don't have to deal with these fucking bugs, yo.
Wow. I guess we'll see, dude. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, they so nasty and they so big and net. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's get off cicadas for real.
No, it's a real thing.
I know. How was C2E2?
Oh, yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah, we went to C2E2 last week, yo. Me, Bailey, and Nevin.
Tell the people what exactly it is.
Comic-Con and Entertainment Expo. Yeah. It's like what Comic-Con evolved into. And like, cause like I remember when I was little, like I knew about Comic-Con, but like you weren't finna go to that bitch. You was in one city for one weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, yeah.
So I guess they like travel. C2E2 like travels around from city to city, I believe. Yeah. And like, remember when we were there? It was the 15th anniversary or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. They was talking about the 15th since they did C2E2. But yeah, that shit is fire. Like it's a huge anime and like manga, comic book convention,
movies and stuff. Just like all of
entertainment.
Yeah,
all entertainment for real. we was at McCormick Place, yo, and it was fire. I enjoyed myself. I wholeheartedly enjoyed myself, yo.
That's when I first met Clinton.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and he was like, and I had already seen him like at Pitchwork and stuff. Like, shout out to Show You Suck, okay, period. Like, I literally seen him perform so many times. But when it got to like our friendship evolved at that moment because like being a fan on the net, you know, like internet kids or whatever. So like he already knew who I was, but then I was like, oh shit, you're gonna be at C2E2, and then I went over there and he like fucked with me crazy and gave me all this Mishka shit.
Tight,
like,
yeah, he is the king of that
it was
shit.
like
Tight.
it was like
Yeah.
so lit. I still have like my eyeball socks that he gave me. He gave
gotta
me like
wear
a
'em.
bunch of he gave me a bunch of shit, but I'll never forget that because I was I felt so cool because I already thought that he was cool, and I was like, damn, not you bless me with all this shit.
Yeah, he's locked in with Mishka too.
Yeah.
Big streetwear
Yeah.
talk every time I see
That
him,
was my
man.
first time there. I didn't know you had been before. How many times you been?
So if we're talking about our 20s, fuck, like I ain't had no money. And when I was trolling jobs on fucking Craigslist, there was one to work C2E2, so you could go
Dope.
for free, which is always
True.
what I thought. Like this grandiose price to this day, I still don't even know what this shit costs. But I always thought conventions were out of reach because it's like people with money, and it's like if I spend all my money to get in there, I could never buy anything. So I was like, let me just watch and observe other people just go or whatever.
Yeah,
But I worked a job like you got to go there all 4 days, but you had to be there all day long. So it was definitely like tiring, but it was one of those mystery box type
True.
shits. Like make the people sign up for like a subscription to get a mystery box, and it would be like some kind of memorabilia or some shit.
Yeah.
But working all day. I met fucking, what's his name? Hubert Brantley.
Oh, for
cool.
real?
Yeah, I literally cried. It was insane. Yeah, it was great though. But I went for free. Like I went for free, and they paid me probably $400 at the end of it.
That's chill. What did y'all see this year that was like that stood out? That was like, especially dope.
It was fun as hell. So like we got up in that bitch. Bailey really wanted to do cosplay, and I feel you. I really wanted to do some cosplay too. But like,
What did y'all not?
to get my money right, I really had money. I was like, damn, I would rather just buy something there than to spend this money to go there.
Yeah,
My life
because you
was
can't
too
you.
stressful to
I
feel-
dedicate what I wanted to do.
Yeah, because how I want to do it, if I do it, I got to do it how I want to do it.
Yeah, I feel like
for
you
real.
can't come incorrect at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people will know.
But
There
then
was so many good ones though.
Yeah.
the overwhelming FOMO.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
I started seeing it, it was like giving mid, and then like when you start getting that bitch, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like this is actually like the nerd in me was like crying
Yeah.
inside because I'm like, the way I could have just like done some shit.
And so many creative costumes. So
Yeah, for sure. I love seeing people just like, you know, like people make fun of this shit, but like what
What is there to make fun of? You know what I mean?
Right, like,
It's
this is the one time like when you really want to get that itch off. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear this shit regardless. Like,
Yeah.
fuck what you think. There's people who know the shit that I love.
Yeah.
When I go to this thing, they're gonna stop me to want to take a picture, and some people don't get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't get that kind of validation. So
Any-
it was so sick, dude.
Any dope artists that y'all saw?
hella for real.
like-
it was
like-
mad. Like the whole thing. That's what the whole thing damn near was
Yeah.
for real.
But anyone like that stood out that like
Yeah, like it was a few. I bought some shit. I can't even tell you their names, but I know that we saw one dude that was doing the wood carvings. He had the Aang and Zuko doing the fire dance.
It was like burnt wood carvings. Like,
dope.
Oh, for real?
I fucking dead.
We met the Blue Ranger from Zeo from the Power
He
Rangers
was
Zero.
the Red Ranger.
Oh, it was the Red Ranger, bro. I turned around, I knew his face. Like I turned around, he was at his booth, and like we was looking at something else, and I was like, oh, well, look at my nigga the Red, and I look off, like, oh, damn, that's you. I seen the chicks from what we do in the shadows for real.
Cool. Sick.
We walked by like I love that show for real.
Perry thought they were in cosplay. But
Yeah,
he was like, it was too good.
I was like, damn, they really went crazy. I was like, nah, yo, they ain't good. That's dumb. No, I had to go on their Instagrams and see if they was in Chicago for real.
I've always wanted to go because I know Nancy Cartwright is there a lot. The voice of Bart.
Perry,
Yeah.
Bart.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yo, yeah, it was probably hella people there
Yeah.
for real. Like,
Yeah, sometimes I like it sucks. Like I love it so much, but like I'm bad at planning shit sometimes, and like I didn't check anything out because people are like, "Who are you going to see?" And I was like, "Fuck!" Like I was going to see the people.
Yeah,
I forgot that there's actually the people that I could actually like meet, and like the people I'd want to meet. You know,
just going for an experience, take the shit in.
I was going to see the art. I'm trying to decorate my bathroom. I need to know get some shit for my bathroom, which I got though, which I definitely got for real. And I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it, dude. You can go the next year because Evan gets.
I'm definitely down. Yeah, I'm definitely down. I think I had to work that night. So
it's like a fun little time.
How did the girls like it, Jimmy?
Oh, they were so obsessed. They made their own like handmade like Hello Kitty cosplays and shit.
Tight.
True.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love that. Hell yeah! Shout out to them. Yeah, man. All right.
Hell yeah.
Very. Talk about it. You already know.
I looked at it and I was like,
the beef cast?
Wait, listen. It just says beef update, right? And I was like, oh, is it an update,
beef update
about FDA and the beef industry or something?
I'm excited to hear your take on this.
So I don't know what may perspire from now until this podcast comes out. I had to put that disclaimer on that because I've been seeing a lot of motherfuckers make mistakes and say some shit and then some other shit happen.
Yeah.
But today, Kendrick Lamar dropped his second diss song. What's the name of it? 616 in LA for real. He used the Drake Town stuff. And like there's already so many theories going around.
Is Drake gonna drop the hard part 6?
We gonna see. We gonna see. But like since we talked about it on this podcast, everybody already know we ain't gotta go through it all. Shit. Kendrick dropped the Euphoria diss a couple of days ago. And that shit hard as shit, bro. I can't even front. I know we all heard it by now. But when I first heard it,
I can't talk about it.
You ain't hear it yet?
No, I definitely heard it, bro, and it wasn't for me. And I feel like you know exactly why.
I liked it a lot.
But I feel like you know exactly why, and I know it's just rap.
Because it came.
I don't want to make it so serious, but you know what rubbed me the wrong way. So like, yeah.
Oh, on that,
and
on that college.
We didn't gotta.
I mean, everybody else.
Talk about
everybody
it,
else been talking about it. But I just talk about the song, like when he came on that peaceful shit. Not even peaceful. His tone. Kendrick Lamar is really a master in tone. I learned from this shit for real, cause his tone throughout the whole record. When he first started off, he was on that calm shit. I love that calm tone he was using for real.
They're trying to clown him for that shit.
I see. That's what people been clouding him for.
They're afraid of that shit.
Nah, that shit was fire. Because it's like when you come on with that calm tone, it's like, let me intro what I'm about to say.
It's like if you're trying to come at me and fight me aggressively, and my response is to grown man you and just
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And and it was almost on some cause I feel like the whole point of the diss was that Kendrick is trying to say that he's a regular dude. Like all of the shit that you money, bitches, you know what I'm saying? All the shit that y'all hold up on these pedestals. I'm a regular dude that live a regular life. That shit don't bother me for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like the tone he came on with it, solidified that. I believe he really talking what he talking for real. Cause Jimmy, I don't know all the bars. I know Jimmy know all the bars. Jimmy was looking for meanings. Me and Jimmy's literally been talking about this shit every single day this week for real, for a long time.
But now you were saying that you wanted to get into kind of the history of the rap.
Oh
beats
yeah,
and,
yeah. So Kendrick dropped his second beef song today. It was that the 616 or whatever, and it's funny because the internet is really if anything this week, the internet proved to me that you will see what you want to see on the internet. The algorithm is tailored towards you seeing what they know you want to see. Because my shit the whole week was all Drake shit, and Jimmy shit was all Kendrick shit. Yours was both. That shit was all Drake shit and I was like, I know this is not what people are thinking.
You mean the narrative?
Yeah, the narrative. Okay. They really algorithmically pick your narrative for you based on what they know. And through all of this shit, the biggest thing I noticed is a lot of these kids that's on the internet, a lot of people ain't really lived through no beef shit for real. Cause everybody got their own take at how they taking this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is like Tupac and Biggie for these like 17-year-old
Exactly.
kids,
This is the first time they ever seen it.
Yeah, like every time a response comes out, they're like, "That's a rap."
Yeah, every time the response come out, they like, "That's a rap." Like, bruh, have you?
It's definitely not.
Yeah, like these niggas, like if niggas really don't like each other, they finna be dissing each other for years.
It's a long time.
Like I remember my first beef, I really was in tune in. I saw happen in real time was probably T.I. and Lil Flip. When I was in high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that one for sure.
That was the first, and that shit lasted months.
Yeah.
Maybe years for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think, what's the
The
next?
only one that I really kind of, and I don't even really, and we're not even talking about it like that, but maybe we are.
Just memorable ones. though.
Gucci and fucking Jeezy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit lasted 10 years.
Yeah,
Nas?
I feel like that was like, of course I just turned the big 3-7. So I think me and Evan were talking about, I remembered Tupac and Biggie, but like I wasn't like rocking out to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fresh off the titty, you know what I'm saying?
But like I was full fledged rocking when Lil Flip and T.I. was going at it. You know what I'm
Had
saying?
Texas in an uproar.
Like a lot of these kids, this their first time actually seeing some rock. So like think about it like this. If you in college right now, right?
Yeah.
You 19, 20, you in college right now. So that mean when Drake and Meek Mill was going at it, that was what, about 7 years ago?
Yeah.
That mean you was in junior high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That mean when Drake and Kanye was going at it, you was in high school for real.
Yeah. So when they're, in their like 40s and 50s, they'll be like
I remember
those old heads talking about,
you know what I'm saying? They ain't never really
Ice-T and like us, like, or like people before us, like Ice-T and whoever the fuck, and like
I remember when
Ice Cube and NWA and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I remember when Nelly.
KRS-One and shit.
Exactly.
I remember when Nelly. Remember when Nelly was beefing with Chingy?
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Funny
I
ass.
remember when Ludacris and them was beefing.
Yeah.
Do you remember the beef DVD?
Yeah, of course.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Like they were like 2-3 hour long episodes. Just
Yeah, Bailey. Have you
niggas
ever
that
seen
don't like each other.
Have you ever seen the beef DVDs?
I don't know. This sounds very familiar.
Like 50 Cent. The kids ain't never witnessed 50 Cent when he was running around doing whatever he wanted to do for real.
Running around. I don't know why the term is so funny.
Cause he was beefing with remember Piggy Bank?
Yeah.
Back down. Like I remember 50 for real.
Yeah.
So, and like I know that like, 50 was dissing niggas for years, bro. On the massacre, he's still dissing niggas. He got famous off of beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, them beef DVD. Bailey, you ever seen the beef DVD?
I feel like the way you're saying it, like it sounds like familiar. So I would say maybe I know what you're talking about. But like I feel like I don't.
Do you remember a scene of 50 Cent talking about Ja Rule? He was on a balcony and he was like, I really, really don't like that dude.
What about who is he talking about?
Ja Rule.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking on another one. Soulja Boy and Bow Wow.
Oh no, Soulja Boy.
Nigga, I will beat your ass.
Yeah. No, that was Famous Dex.
Oh, okay, wait, but he was like
he was beefing with Bow Wow though. He said Bow Wow.
He was like Bow Wow went to private school.
Yeah, I went to public school. I remember Soulja Boy and Ice-T.
Yeah.
He was like, I really shot niggas.
You remember Soulja
Bow Wow
Boy?
went to private
You remember
school.
Soulja Boy and Ice-T? When Soulja Boy was like, old ass nigga. They did it on it on the Boondocks. They redid it on the Boondocks. They were like, old ass nigga, for real. He actually told Ice-T some shit. He was like, you supposed to be wishing young nigga like me get on.
I'm fucking dead, man.
That's it.
It's just like I'm trying to like just get into like because this is a good way to like go into it.
Soulja Boy used to
all
be
of the
beefing.
different kinds of beefs, and I'm just trying to look at it like how it is, right?
Yeah.
And I know everyone will say anything because it's supposed to be beef. This one is just like hitting too close to home for me in certain aspects. Like I hear all the other disses, but then the certain way. And everyone knows what it is like a thing that I don't really like because colorism's like a real thing.
That's not what you're saying, for sure.
But
I think that is what he's saying, but
that's exactly what he's saying though.
Definitely specifically says you come over here from Canada
No, I get what he's saying.
Cosplaying what you think the stereotypical black American male was, because you didn't fucking act like that.
I mean, I get what he said.
No, you definitely didn't fucking
I get what he said.
Nah, let's not go. No,
That's what I'm saying.
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I can't even.
I can't. I'm sorry.
But I can't even. I'm just saying, like, I feel like certain lines being crossed, like, even if you're talking about, again, we were talking about.
Ain't no, but it ain't.
But respectfully though, like that's like a break in our community that I like don't have respect for him for even bringing it up.
But
that's all I'll say. The end.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he did shit on him in a really good way. Like,
No, I
damn,
get you.
he was like doing the shit. And I was hearing all the other in between, and it was definitely good. And I'm like, yeah. And then like you say things like that, and I'm like, nah. Now you've lost me because like what a sensitive thing to get down, especially if you're talking about. Wait, bro, when you said. When this first happened, you were like, won't they just want black men to fight each other? And wow, the way this kind of way that it turned is such like a foul way that I feel like is bringing back that you were so upset. Like they love seeing us beef.
Yeah.
But everyone thinks that was hard instead of acknowledging that is really a sore subject.
But I already knew that. That's why I said that, because I already knew that. Because I already knew that this shit is just about to be who could be as cruel as they possibly can. That's literally what it's about to be, for real.
Yeah.
Who could be and
fair.
like how cleverly I could be as cruel as I possibly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At what cost though? That's
ain't no cost.
But wait, that's not funny though. That's what I'm saying.
No, but that's
it's like
what
a serious.
But that's
thing.
what it's gonna be.
He still could have shitted on him.
But that's beef for real.
But he still could have shitted on him.
Like you heard Ether. Like that's what it's gonna be. It's beef.
Whatever. We'll agree to disagree. It's fine.
It's fuck your soul. But speaking of fucking your soul,
wow,
that was an insane.
I recorded this, bro. I recorded this.
Holy smokes! Not something that you recorded yourself.
I recorded this when Maddie did that the other day.
What? Big pause? Like what was happening? Did you say talk about? What did you even? Never mind.
It's rubber band Maddie. It's rubber band Maddie. No dick. It is like that's that Tommy Richardson. That's like the so that's number one on the charts and shit. It's like an underground artist. He not underground. I think he signed to Brent Fayez. But I'm like, ain't no way, bro. Niggas got streaming bots. I ain't gonna trying to be the nigga that's hating, but I'm like, ain't no way that shit higher than Taylor Swift right now.
is that what it's looking like?
Yeah, they say that shit.
That's crazy.
Congratulations, the song fucking hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's definitely fucking hard. But
listen, one thing I will say about this beef shit, because I really don't want to talk about this entire time, but I just want to say, while we're talking about this is what the beef that the kids are able to see right now, because they've never seen it like this. I hate that these sore subjects in the black community are being brought up, because I understand it's about the beef, right? And I hear all the ways that you're like dissing somebody, but when you start talking about the colorism shit, if the kids are seeing that, if these are like high school kids, like hypothetically if we're talking about, they're gonna bring that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even if you think that shit is like funny, and like, even if they're taking like, oh yeah, this is just beef, this is just rap beef, them make, like, that's what I grew up with, like this colorism ass shit. Like, I hate that it got, like, so all I'm saying, like, long story short, like, their beef, like, it has lasting effects on the community. So I have a hard time, the way it's going, I have a hard time with it because it has lasting effects. Like, you have to acknowledge the responsibility that you hold, especially being a black man, if you decide to bring these kinds of things up and know how difficult it is for some of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, I 100% feel you. And that's why I respect J. Cole, for real. Yeah. That's why I respect J. Cole for bowing out of this shit, because if I knew that that was where it was gonna go, he knew that shit was where it was gonna go. Yeah. And like everyone said, he see the meme, it was like, J. Cole woke up, rode his bike, got a lemonade. It was enjoying his life right now while y'all worried about this shit, yo. I already knew this shit was gonna happen. That's why I fuck with J. Cole, because he really stand for black people. At least I feel.
I definitely.
At least I really feel that shit. And this is like proof of it. Because when it first started, I told Bailey, I was like, yo, this shit is literally gonna turn into one black man trying to destroy another black man. Yeah. That's what it's gonna turn into. The song's probably gonna be hard. But like, I already knew this shit was gonna get like this, yo. Yeah. Cause I mean, that's what, cause there's certain niggas that's just mean. It's about being as mean as I possibly can, for real.
Yeah, and that's very true. But like, on the, neither side is wrong, to be honest. Like, that is very, very, very true.
No, I think
But
it's all wrong.
But I mean, okay, yeah.
I think
for
it's all wrong.
But at the same time, like, you know, I think Bailey's just like thinking about like, you know, how it can actually affect these like impressionable kids.
It's society for years to come
like,
after this shit.
Like there is like, of course, on paper, yes, be as mean as possible. That's beef. But you know, on the other side of it, it's like you know, it can influence and affect people.
Yeah, because it's
just with music or art or any type of expression in general. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because you got to look at both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like we're looking at it as like as fans, and it's like I want to hear the meanest shit, but you know, also as I don't like to call myself like a intellectual, but I guess I think deeply about things.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
because like kids ain't thinking about this shit. Like you can even tell them. You could tell a teenager anything,
and they will believe that shit.
No,
bro.
and I'm talking about like for us. For like, I could tell you anything. You not gonna listen to me. As a teenager, like a teenager, not finna listen to nobody. College motherfuckers not finna listen to nobody. Cause think about all the shit that motherfuckers told you when you was young. If I had to follow that shit, I would be on popping right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you think that you know what I'm saying? You not finna listen to nobody say that. You gonna listen to the niggas that you love, Drake,
yeah,
Kendrick Lamar, and like Bailey, you right. They hold the fucking responsibility.
Yeah,
that's what like I said. That's why I fuck with Cole. Cole knew where it was gonna go for real. Like, cause it's literally about niggas. Cause ain't nan nigga going back down. It's about being as mean as you possibly can.
Yeah.
On the track, the nigga Pusha T said tick tick tick. That was the loudest. That was some of the loudest shit I ever heard in my life, bro. Like you talking about terminal illnesses and shit, and you putting it in your song talking about tick tick tick. That boy's sick. What? Even like on like when beats really get heavy like this on the Jay-Z and Nas shit, like they was saying some loud shit, bro.
Yeah.
But it wasn't taking away anyone's blackness.
Nah, but I mean, but it was damn near in that cadence.
But
for
it
real.
was giving like being as cruel as possible.
It's cruel.
But to black men just like talking about everything else, not about race, and that's where I feel like sometimes like. Yeah, I don't know. Lasting effects,
but that's
dude.
the thing. But
kids will believe that shit, dog. They dick ride these motherfuckers.
I know.
So they will believe what they say. So like, even if they think that it's funny, that is bringing it back up in like youthful situations, and I fucking hate that. I hate that for any biracial kids who are in fucking high school right now, because then people just feel like they can go to school, like, especially if we're talking about kids that are exposed to this. This is the first time everyone's tapped in. It's like the big news. Like that's gonna be insane. Like I hate that for them, and I hate that they decided to bring it to that level. I thought it was just niggas like beefing. I didn't know that. I'm going to go this way because that sucks. Like, that's where we're broken as a people. And, like, to highlight that shit and just act like it's just beef is crazy to me. Like, I have a hard time swallowing this part when it went this way. Like, I'm all the way out of it. Like, I can't, and it's like, whatever. Like, I know it'll still continue on, but I don't think Suge Knight is a amazing person at all for that nigga to say that it shouldn't be like this. Like, he's a horrible person, you know what I'm saying? Probably a womanizer and all of that. And for him to even, if you're talking about like a worser person, like for him to acknowledge how fucked up that is, like, we all felt that and we all took that in however we took it, but we can't just steamroll it over it. Like, that's okay for people to talk about in that way in our community.
Well, that's what I always say, baby. Like, it's fucking Game of Thrones outside for real. When we leave outside our cribs, niggas could do anything they want to do for real. It's loud.
I'm still the same, but whatever.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I 100% agree with you. It's loud for real. Like, I already knew this was gonna happen. I already knew it was gonna unfold like this, and that's why I was like, damn, I ain't mad at Cole. Yeah. I ain't mad at nobody that really care about black people to be like, I'm not participating in this shit.
Yeah. And it just seems like kind of like a cheap insult too, but I fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The song was hard.
Yeah.
So what is We Almost Made It or whatever? Because you guys have it on here, and I actually and I saw you and Dan do the whole thing, and I'm like, damn. So people know about this thing. I had no idea what y'all were doing.
I need a dollar is all I need.
Oh, you know it too? I'm like, I've never heard that.
So
shout out to Aloe Black.
Yeah. Back when I was in college, HBO had a show called How to Make It in America that I fucking loved for real, yo. Like that shit. I felt like that was gonna be my life. It was about like
Yeah.
two Brooklyn niggas that was just entering their 30s, and they was trying to like be like, what is we on, bro? Like they've been in this fashion shit for so long, we ain't got on. So it's about them like starting up a brand, a denim brand.
Yeah.
And like the trials and tribulations from like getting the materials, trying to get the pattern made. Kid Cudi was on the show. My nigga Louis Guzman was on the show.
Yeah. It was a dope show.
It was dope as hell for it. It went 2 seasons, but it got canceled.
So, yeah, like it was dope. I actually during quarantine, during the lockdown, I watched that. I tried to run it back, and it didn't really hold up. So I kind of get it now in my older age, but at the time, that was like, that was my like streetwear and style, like formative era. You feel me?
I watched it recently. I fucked with it.
It's still hard. I mean, but I get why. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for the time,
right?
Because I feel like when was that show? Like 2009.
I'd be like,
yeah. That's kind of like the peak of like when streetwear was really about to like cross over into the mainstream.
Selvage denim.
Yeah, it's just sourcing the denim and all that shit. The shit that people like. That was around the same time as like heavy streetwear, heavy Americana era. But so it's like, I guess the plot of the original show, and I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. But
you got to tell me about it because I literally have no.
I guess
no idea about it.
From what I've heard and what I've read, the plot of the original show was kind of supposed to mirror the come up for Supreme in a way.
Oh, okay.
So not specifically, but I guess it was like
inspired by.
Yeah, inspired by. Okay. And I don't know. Like when that show came out, I was like, yo, this is all that's all I cared about.
Oh my soul.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was watching my selvage mark out.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, the ribbon. You can't tell me shit when I cuff these.
I know you can't tell me shit when I got my selvage mark out. What you just talking about? Naked famous. What you talking about?
I did like Naked famous.
But no, it was it was a great time. I mean, and
around that time, me and my boy Austin Neely, my boy Lorenzo, we had our little clothing brand. We was trying to get off the ground, Plastic Party Clothing.
Oh yeah,
and we was living that life, boy. We was at the motherfucking like fabric shops and shit, looking at shit. We was trying to, it was so much shit we was trying to do. We was trying to make bags out of like recycled sails from boats and shit. We was trying to get to it for real. I'm like, damn, these niggas literally made a show about what we own for real.
I know. I feel like it was a little ahead of it. Or is that the wrong way?
Yeah, it was definitely ahead of its time.
Yeah,
because it was right before the internet broke. When the internet broke, everybody was like, yo, I'm gonna start a clothing line. It was like when starting a clothing line was first starting to be like a thing that people was like regular people were trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and fuck with that little blunt.
Yeah, you got it.
But yeah, yo.
But yeah, talk about We Almost Made It. Like
so yeah, they're trying to reboot the series. I heard they're gonna start working on a reboot called We Almost Made It.
On HBO?
Yeah, on HBO, which would be super fire, yo. I love that show, yo.
Is it the same like characters or is
it
like
did
the
it
same
come
characters?
out?
No, it's not out yet. They just started to work on it.
I see.
I think it just got green lit for real.
Okay, for sure.
So yeah, that's like I'm definitely watching that, and all of the kids at our era, like if I was in college, definitely go watch that shit for real.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I like hopefully if it is like the same kind of like concept, that would be very dope for these kids to see. I want these kids to see like I just like kids having more insight into like actual like style,
what it really takes,
like, what it really takes. There
manufacturers,
you go.
pattern makers, samples, cuts.
It might inspire a kid to like stop just like
screen printing t-shirts.
Yeah, thank you. Like screen printing t-shirts and like calling it a brand and like
marketing.
Inspire them to get out of that because like honestly, I feel like most brands that are successful, you have to start with t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? You have to start with t-shirts. You got to start with hats.
But it's really all
like you got to. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I just like I definitely want kids to know there's more to life. That's why like what's that show that's on Netflix that Offset hosted or whatever? It was like that.
The style show was a homie. It was a motherfucker I met before that was on that bitch.
Yeah, he's from Chicago. Yeah, he won the whole shit.
Yeah.
The name escapes me, but like whatever, like it's cool for kids to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? People kind of like hate on shit like that and hate on shit like Complex, but like it's easy to say that shit's corny. It really is. But all I think about it as is like I want kids to see
exactly
exactly
what goes into it for
you know
real.
what I mean? I had so many questions when I was a kid that weren't getting answered for me.
I remember watching that shit. I was like, we need a pattern maker. We would have found one too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we need somebody who can do this. Like motherfuckers don't know what actually goes into all of this stuff that like is like in your art for real. Like, and it's crazy because motherfuckers see like the finished product of it and shit, and don't think about the concepts behind it. Don't think about the work that go into it. Like even down to like music and shit. Like motherfuckers come over to my crib rapping. I told Evan this shit the other day. They was at my crib rapping. I was like, yo, I gotta mix this shit. Like somebody gotta do that for real. Like somebody gotta even set the beat up for real. Like it's a nigga, like when you design something, you get a print, it's a nigga that gotta print the shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
got all the steps.
Absolutely. When you trying to get something produced, you gotta talk to motherfuckers and shit. Yeah. It get shit done for real. Like motherfuckers just see like, oh, I could just put my logo. I could just design some shit because I'm cool at designing and put it on there, and then like that's the brand. Nah, bro, the brand it be the motherfucker that's producing everything, getting everything done for real. My vision, to really get your vision off for real.
And it's tough because like you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like for example, today I went to Supreme, and I was like, I was walking with my girl, and like. You know, right when you get to that block right before it, it's a, whatever it is, you already know what I'm saying. Yeah. And it was busy out today. It was super nice out. So it was all of that, And I was talking to her and I was like, man, this fashion shit is cooked. And then we kept walking. I kind of like caught myself. I'm like, dude, all this shit you preach about like self-expression and like, letting people live, don't do that. Cause like he might have screen printed that shirt, but you may not like the brand name, but this could be like the biggest shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, like my thing is that like it's just oversaturated, and like if you a creative mind, you can figure out something else to do like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
But I think that's what Nate was saying about, what did you say it's called? Make It in America or whatever?
How to Make It in America, yeah.
How to Make It in America, that being out maybe expanded somebody's mind. Yeah. Even if you do have to start on t-shirts. Yeah. Because if they think that the brands that they love, like they know it's more than that, and all they can conceptualize as a tangible idea is to make a screen printing t-shirt. If what you guys are expressing that this show is like how, like all the parts of how you actually make these garments, like, and breaking it down like that and letting them know what the titles of these people are, it's making them even conceptualize like, okay, so if I want to take it serious, and if I didn't know that before, maybe I thought it was only t-shirts. And like to know that I can actually like make these steps, because now I know that the people to hit up, like the pattern maker, like, you know what I'm saying, to like conceptualize the whole idea, and it's deeper than a t-shirt.
And like, exactly. Cause like, look, I don't want to come off bogus. Like if that's all you could do is do the t-shirt, then do the t-shirt and shit. But I'm saying that like,
they might think that that's all they can though.
But listen, I'm saying, but like develop the concept and the identity of the brand for real. Exactly. Like take it all the way seriously. Just don't make something cool on the computer. Exactly. And be like, I'm gonna throw it on the shirt. Throw something on the shirt that means something, because we already got enough shirts with bullshit on it.
That's it. Save the cotton, like Kurt always said.
For real,
you know what I'm saying? It's already enough shirts with bullshit. Like make it mean something for real. Like really try to get some art off for real.
For sure. And I think it's like, I'm not saying I'm like some crazy designer or anything like that, but I guess from the outside looking in, I feel like young designers need OGs. They need older heads. They need people like experienced in the game for real. And they also need people, and they also need their peers. Mm-hmm. And they also need to like look into what's going on and what's already happening, and really do your research. You know what I'm saying? Like learn about how Supreme started. Right. Learn about how Margiela started. Learn about who Tom Ford is and what he went through. Right. And get literature. Like read up. Don't just like sit on Instagram and look at Playboy Cardi's fits and copy those and just do another one of those.
Because it's really gonna make you better for real.
And now every metal kid hates you because you have death metal letters.
Nah, for real.
And the letters say like sick and twisted clothing.
For real. Whatever. Listen, listeners, whatever it is that you do, learn the history on that shit.
Yeah.
It's only gonna make you better for real.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like
It won't
shit,
hurt you.
exactly with music and shit. Like Bailey, you know me. I'll be like, I'm finna put this documentary on. And be like, do you like them? No, I
Yeah.
don't care about that. But I'm trying to learn. You know what I said?
Yeah.
And like that, and that's when you really start. When you see what other motherfuckers do, because all we be doing is building off what other niggas did, regardless.
100%.
Even if
nothing's like super original.
you know what I'm saying? Like everybody art is a combination of all the shit that you fuck with together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you really learn about what niggas doing, you start tapping in those same emotions for you. You figure out why a nigga did some shit, and then you start tapping in that for you for real.
Yeah.
That's really what it is for you. Be like, oh, I see this motherfucker did this because of this, and then when you feel that, you be like, I'm finna do this too. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like like you said, like take a little bit from everything. Like learn how learn how Margiela chain stitched in 1999, and then learn what sweatshirts Supreme uses. Like take all these little things and make it your own. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Especially if you love it. But that's why I've always had respect for you for even, like you're saying it from somewhere. If you're talking about the stitch, Margiela, like that's like cool that like even if you can like break it down like that, like I know you have like a whole life going on with like whatever, but like to like know, because I know you like what Mr. Garments, bro. Like so it's just like it's not even surprising, but it's like it's a nice refreshing thing to know. Of course you would tap into like how these things are made like that. So I'm glad that they have shit like this. I hope that the new shit is like I'm so sorry.
No, that's my bad.
Everyone's so intense about the basketball. I thought somebody was like throwing up.
I'm so sorry, man.
I was so scared. But I thought somebody was throwing up. I lost my whole thought. But
I'm so sorry, man.
No, it's okay. Everyone can see the screen with me. So there was a lot of reaction. I was like, who's throwing up? Like, what is happening? I didn't know what the... But yeah, whatever. What do you think We Almost Made It is going to be about? Like, are they going to talk about like companies that were good and then they kind of...
I think they just gonna talk about... I think it's just gonna be because it's like a story. It's like a sitcom type shit. Not a sitcom, but like it's like a...
Oh, really?
Not like a sitcom, but like...
Wait, is that not how the first one was?
No, but it's like... It's not,
the
it's
first
not
one
a
was giving documentary.
No, I would say it's not a documentary.
It was giving Entourage for real.
Yeah, it was like a show about that.
Yeah. I think Entourage with like a...
corny?
No.
I mean Entourage it's like Entourage with like a gray filter and like gritty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that corny? So people are acting.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna trust you guys because the way you talked about it, I thought it was like real. Like
no, it's not a real thing. Chris Denham.
Chris Denham.
But I guess that also can inspire folks too, because I don't know, like how it's made, like or that show, like. If it is like that, maybe they would resonate with it more. Like,
100%,
and like, that could be me. I see myself in him to build my brand and stuff.
Oh yeah.
No.
So that's cool. Yeah.
But
I definitely check it out because I'm intrigued now.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's fire.
Yeah. We should watch it together for real and just like
put that shit on after this for real. Yeah, but I did almost throw up when Gafford just dunked on this nigga like this. Holy shit. Yo, the NBA playoffs been going crazy. You know I've been watching every single game, yo. The Dallas Mavericks right now playing game 6 against their rivals, the Clippers, for real. Dallas is up 3-2. We can go ahead and get these niggas up out of here. Go ahead and send.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
So let's start up at the top. Anthony Edwards was trying to send niggas home with their kids. He was doing his best part in black fathers being home for their kids, because he was really trying to send niggas back home to Mexico. He was really trying to let niggas go ahead and get a start to their vacation, their summer vacation, because he was really playing like he was Jeffrey. I thought the nigga name was Jeffrey out there, bro. The nigga Anthony Edwards was like, Bailey, did you know they swept the Suns, yo?
The Mavs?
No, the fucking Minnesota Timberwolves, yo. The nigga Anthony Edwards came up in there and was like, Devin Book, what? Kevin Durant. They went and got Kevin Durant. They went and got Bradley Beal.
But you said this is when niggas really play basketball.
This is when niggas is really playing. This is when niggas emerge.
Because it'd be astonishing. Like, how hard do you want it?
This is when niggas emerge
Hey, yo.
as them niggas for real. No Diddy. This is when you start knowing niggas' names.
Where's that? Use a freaky ass nigga button. Like, come on.
I think it's the bottom pink one.
No, it's
shit.
It's the purple one.
There it
Nah, but all drops aside, he was really playing like his name was Jeffrey Jordan. He was really trying to send niggas out of here early. Not
the new disc, y'all.
it
Cut
just
the
came
cameras.
out. The Drake disc just came out. Hold on,
Don't
I
even talk
gotta
about it.
pause it.
No,
I gotta hear it.
no,
I gotta hear
It's a
it.
fucking episode.
No. Anyway,
All right.
we're almost done. What?
All right, Anthony Edwards. Yeah, really got niggas out of here, man. The Lakers got up out of here. They sent LeBron home. Jamal
Which is
Murray.
crazy.
I told you that nigga Jamal Murray was a bad motherfucker.
They
Oh,
sent
God.
LeBron home.
Sent him home early.
Oh my God.
4-1. They won
so crazy.
gentleman's sweep. That's what we call a gentleman's sweep.
That's so crazy.
4-1. That's a gentleman's sweep. I'll let you get that one in at home so your fans
Oh
could
my
get the.
Had
Had to get you up out of here. Yeah.
Is this the first time that they got out so quick?
No, the Lakers. No, this ain't the first time. I feel like didn't they sweep them last year?
Niggas love
Didn't
the
the
Lakers,
Nuggets
oh my
sweep
God.
the Lakers last year?
They love
Yeah, they swept. Guess what? By the same team, they won one game out of what 15 in a row against each other. They won one game.
Look, our teams ain't doing that.
Yeah, I mean the Bulls been up out of here.
Nate's the only one who could keep
Nate's the
up.
only one still. Oh yeah, the Bucks. Oh my God, I cannot believe they got the Bucks out of here. The Pacers, and that's
Sorry,
another
D.
thing. Yo, the script writers are going crazy for real.
Nah, don't do that.
No, I got to because you know why?
They're gonna wipe us
Because I know
out one
why.
at a time. And then there was one.
This is what I really wanted to get into. I'm glad you reminded me. This is what I really wanted to get into before we
Stand
come
alone.
out. Before we get up
You're
out
our
of
only
here.
hope.
They really trying to boost up Indiana basketball for real. Like that's like I feel like that's an initiative that the
Oh my
NBA is trying to make. Cause listen, all right, peep me. So this year, All-Star. Cause look, Indiana is a huge basketball town. You know what I'm saying? Hoosiers. You know what I'm saying? Back when niggas was shooting underhand free throws and shit. Like Hoosiers.
Yeah.
But they've been shitty for so long. Ever since the Malice in the Palace, they really been shitty for real. Yeah. So look, our initiative to bring back the market, to open up the money. You know what I'm saying? Let's open up the money in Indiana for real. All-Star game, gonna do that there, and then
Caitlin Clark.
let's send Caitlin Clark over there, and then let's let them beat the Bucks and let them go to the second round. They ain't been in 20 years. Let's go. Cause bro, I don't care what you say. Ain't no way Damian Lillard and Giannis sitting on the bench when they could both go to practice. Cause they said Giannis was practicing, but he wasn't ready. Ain't no way Giannis sitting on the bench. If money is involved, if I win another championship, I get paid more money. Ain't no way he's sitting on the bench, yo. Yeah. They really try to boost up. And I fuck with Indiana. Shout out Devin and them niggas. But like,
Shout out 4200 Corey.
I feel like it's an initiative to boost up Indiana basketball for real. Cause they know they hard fans. They really been basketball fans for a long time. Indiana State University and shit. But shit, that new Drake track came out. We gotta hear that. I gotta hear that shit. I'm sorry. Do we got anything else we want to talk about?
We're probably good on everything.
Yeah.
Episode 247. Happy birthday, Nate.
I love
Y'all
that.
already know it's the fucking birthday line. So all of our birthdays expeditiously coming up. So stay tuned. It's the Face Value Podcast. We love y'all.
Skeety.